Welcome everyone to our channel, Sound the Whistle, where we chime in on anything about college football that's open to discussion. So if you stumble upon our channel, thank you. And if you like our content, go ahead and give us a like. And if you really love our content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Also, do us a favor and hit the share button. So with that being said, let's talk some college football. Okay, so there were a lot of exciting matchups that took place this past weekend, and I must say Georgia's comeback win in their shootout with Tennessee was definitely a must-watch. I mean, as they say, a win is a win, but let's not gloss over the fact that Georgia's defense, which has been highly touted over the years as one of the best in all of college football, gave up a whopping 41 points to Tennessee. Womp, womp. I mean, expectations have always been high for Georgia's defense, and rightfully so. I mean, the number of defensive players that have been drafted in the first round from Georgia in the NFL draft is proof in and of itself that their defense has always played at an elite level. So what happened in Knoxville on Saturday? I mean, was it just a fluke? Is this even something to be concerned about this early in the season? Maybe not, but we are living in today's world where the NIL and transfer portal have made the playing field a little more even. So now the teams who used to dwell at the bottom of the cellar are now finding themselves ranked in the polls and attracting more 4- and 5-star recruits. So let's look at the statistics from the past 2 seasons. It seems like the upfront dominance has slipped from Georgia being ranked number 1 and number 2 in rushing defense. And so far this season, the young secondary has given up quite a bit of passing yards per game. As we saw that especially in the game against Tennessee. I guess playing off the man was like the theme of the day for the secondary or something. I don't know. But again, is this something to really be concerned about, or will things get tightened up as the season goes on? I mean, some dog fans think Schumann is the problem and he's to blame for the lack of dominance that the fans are accustomed to. And then you have some, on the other hand, who are chalking it up to the secondary is young and they just need time to grow to display the talent that made them the highly touted 4- and 5-star recruits in the first place. But either way, let's see if the Dawgs defense can bounce back and keep Ty Simpson and company at bay when Alabama comes to town in Athens in 2 weeks. It's an opportunity for them to prove themselves, and we'll see. Now, switching gears to the offensive side of the ball. So Gunnar Stockton had arguably his best game of the season. But some dog fans are concerned that Mike Bobo's, as they call it, one-dimensional and predictable play calling will hamper offensive production. Despite pulling off the win against Tennessee, some are still blaming Bobo. And then some are saying, it's the personnel, a.k.a. the players. When you really think about it, take the running backs, for example. Long gone are the days of having, your Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Sonny Michel, DeAndre Swift, James Cook. They stepped up and slid on opposing defenses. So, and what about your wide receivers and tight ends? They're not your Lad McConkeys and Brock Bowers, we can even throw it back to OG AJ Green. I mean, we haven't really just seen that caliber of players consistently. So, I mean, honestly, I believe they had that. They would have had that in A.D. Mitchell, a few years back. But, of course, he transferred to Texas, and the rest is history on that. But that brings me back to the question I raised in the beginning of the video. Has the transfer portal and NIL contributed to an even deeper pool of overrated, overhyped players who lack the talent of, the former players prior to the NIL and transfer portal era? Sure, we know that NIL and transfer portal has changed college football as we know it, but I still believe there are a lot of good players out there who have next level talent. I mean, I just feel like they are just spread out now instead of being concentrated in one conference or on the same teams who make it to the playoffs or the same teams who, you always saw winning championships or, whether that be the Natty or conference championships, whatever the case may be. But, I mean, and who knows, It could be that those not so flashy 3-star and lower players are somewhere quietly collecting a mediocre NIL check, playing on a 6-6 team in what's considered to be a watered down conference, and they are the real ballers who will one day have their name called in the first round of the NFL draft. So, with that being said, what do you guys think? I mean, will the Dogs get back to the days of dominance on defense? Is Bobo a no-no on the Dogs' path to glory? What's your thoughts? Sound off in the comment section. Until next time, sound the whistle.